Lita here again, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making for you meatloaf. I'm going to be putting my meatloaf into these little mini loaf pans though, but you can put it into a regular size loaf pan, or you can also make meatballs out of this. My family likes to have those meatballs every once in a while, but I decided to put them in the little loaf pans because you can freeze them so easily. And so let's just go ahead and get started, and I'm going to show you how to make my meatloaf. Okay, to make our meatloaf, you're going to need 1.5 pounds of hamburger meat. Let's put that right down in there. Now, this recipe is so great because I just add everything in and then mix it together. It just works awesome. Okay, so we've got our 1.5 pounds of hamburger meat in. We're going to add a can of evaporated milk. We're going to need 1 cup of oatmeal, 1 cup of cracker crumbs, 2 eggs, half a cup of chopped onions, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of salt, and 2 teaspoons of chili powder. Now that is it for our, oh no, I need some pepper. Now on the pepper you can just put what you like. No measurement to this really, and you don't have to put it in if you don't like pepper. Okay, we're just going to mix all that together. Now I do use gloves, kitchen gloves for this, just because I don't know why. I can't stand to get it on my hands, but anyway, you know, that's just my thing. Okay, and you're just going to mix this up really well together. And the reason that I do use my hands, it is so much easier than using a spoon. Now, if you want to, that's fine. You can go ahead and do that, or you can just put your hands right in without gloves. That's entirely up to you. But I just like to use the gloves. Now this recipe, I have been making this recipe, I would say almost 20 years. I got this recipe from my next door neighbor when we lived in Missouri. She was 84 years old, and she gave me this recipe because we tried it once. Absolutely the best meatloaf that I've ever had. But she was such a precious lady to us, and so once I found this recipe, this is it. I have not made any other meatloaf for my family other than this one, and they really like it. And like I said, you can make this into meatballs or into a regular meatloaf pan, but today I'm going to do it in the little mini loaf pans. All right, now once you get, my gloves coming off, once you get that all well and mixed up, we can go ahead and put it right into our little loaf pans. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get our meatloaf mixture into the little loaf pans, and I did spray the loaf pans with cooking spray so that the meatloaf will not stick. And you're just going to, you know, not completely fill this up because there is a wonderful sauce that is going to go on top of this meatloaf before we cook it. So you want to save just a little bit of room for that sauce. And this will bake about 4 little mini loaves. Okay, so I have all of my little mini loaf pans full of our meatloaf mixture. I'm going to go ahead and make the sauce that goes on top. So you're going to need 1 cup of ketchup, let's see, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, and a half a cup of chopped onions. All right, we're just gonna mix that all up together. So that brown sugar and that ketchup is all mixed up really, really well. And we are going to just put that right on top of our little loaf pans here, on top of our little meatloafs. And you can go ahead and get your oven set at 350 and let that be warming up. Okay, let's get our little loaf pans out here. Just going to top that with some of this mixture. I mean, this is what makes this meatloaf. I mean, oh my, so good. I kind of just divide it, so it's got a roughly the same amount on each one. Okay, and you're just going to spread it till it's all covering the top of your meatloaf. Now, if you were doing this in a regular meatloaf pan, you would do the same thing. You just spread it all the way over, or on your meatballs. Now, my meatballs I just put in a 9x13 dish, and then I just cover each meatball with some of the sauce. Let it run down the sides, and yummy, yummy. Okay, that is it for our meatloaf. It's going to go in a 350-degree oven for, oh, let's say about, I would check it at 40 minutes, and I always get mine to 160 degrees on a thermometer. That way I make sure that my hamburger is really well done. Okay, let's go ahead and just get these in the oven. Speaking of, it's ready. Okay, so our meatloaf should be just about done. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Wish you could smell this. Aren't they just the cutest little things? Okay, so I ended up leaving my meatloaf in the oven for 50 minutes. I like the topping to be kind of nice and crisp, so I did leave it for just a few extra minutes for that. So that is it on how to make this meatloaf. Give it a try. It is fabulous. You're gonna love it. I just know you will. Okay, y'all, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you will give this meatloaf recipe a try. It is awesome. You're gonna love it. It is straight up the best. Okay, I will see you guys again next time. Bye-bye now.